Dean Narramore, Narra, M for Mary, ORE, and Senior Meteorologist.
Can you tell us what's happening in the weather on a national level?
Yeah, so the complex low pressure system and multiple cold fronts that brought that damaging and destructive weather to WA is starting to move eastwards to impact parts of southeastern Australia in the coming days. Severe weather warnings are current for damaging winds and damaging surf in WA and for damaging winds in parts of South Australia, Victoria and New South Wales. Now the next cold front is going to tap into some tropical moisture and bring widespread rainfall across inland parts of New South Wales and northeastern parts of Victoria. Now this rainfall, particularly for the southwest slopes and plains, the snowy mountains and elevated areas of northeast Victoria, could be up to 100 and possibly 150 millimetres over the Thursday into Friday, and this is likely to lead to minor to moderate flooding. So it is important in the coming days with this weather to stay up to date with the latest forecasts and warnings, as this situation will continue to evolve in the coming days. Communities and residents in these areas are encouraged to stay up to date with the latest forecasts and warnings via our website, app and social media, and listen to all advice from emergency services.
Can you tell me what's happening in the weather in New South Wales?
Damaging wind gusts up to 90 kilometres an hour are possible for elevated areas of southeast New South Wales, and a severe weather warning is current. We could also see those winds gust up to 125 kilometres an hour about our alpine peaks. Now, our alpine areas could also see blizzard conditions develop due Thursday, particularly above 1,800 metres. Now, we're also expecting widespread rainfall across New South Wales on Thursday, and while we're not expecting much for eastern New South Wales, the focus of the rainfall will be through on and west of the ranges for much of New South Wales. Of particular interest are the areas of the southwest slopes and plains down into the snowy mountains, where we could see falls in excess of 100 millimetres, and this type of rainfall is enough to bring minor to moderate flooding to these areas, and possibly major, depending on exactly where those heaviest falls occur. So residents in these areas need to make sure they stay up to date with the latest forecasts and warnings. Flood watches are also current for large parts of southeastern New South Wales in anticipation for this rainfall on Thursday into early Friday.
Tell me what's happening in Victoria.
So damaging winds of 60 to 70 kilometres an hour with gusts up to 100 kilometres an hour are expected to develop Wednesday night and into Thursday across Victoria, with those higher gusts expected primarily around the elevated areas of northeast Victoria. Northeast Victoria will also be the focus for rainfall tomorrow. While we'll see widespread showers and thunderstorms across the state, we're expecting the heaviest and most widespread activity to occur through northeastern parts of Victoria, and especially our alpine areas, where we could see 50 to 80 millimetres. And this could be enough to lead to minor to moderate flooding. A minor flood warning is also current for Severn and Castles Creek, and a flood watch is current for much of northeastern Victoria for minor to possibly moderate flooding due to this rainfall.
Moving on to South Australia, what sort of weather will we see there?
Strong and gusty winds with gusts up to 60 kilometres an hour are continuing across southern South Australia, and we could see those winds increase to 90 kilometres an hour Wednesday night into Thursday, particularly for southern coastal parts of South Australia. So a severe weather warning will be issued for those. We're also expecting to see showers and rain increase across southern South Australia Wednesday night into Thursday as the next cold front moves through. We could see some moderate to possibly heavy falls for the Mount Lofty ranges as well, with falls up to 50 millimetres possible.
Looking down at Tassie, what's going on down there in terms of weather?
We saw widespread rainfall across northern and western parts of Tasmania overnight, and that's led to a few minor flood warnings for some of our communities and creeks across northern Tasmania. Now, a flood watch is current for much of northern Tasmania in anticipation of the next front moving through on Thursday and Friday. This front will bring another burst of rainfall across western and northern Tasmania, with falls up to 50 millimetres possible. It will also be windy with gusts up to 90 kilometres an hour, but this rainfall across northern Tasmania is likely to lead to an exacerbation and increase of the ongoing flooding there.